Hey, what's going on? Welcome back for those of you that are returning. If this is your first time here, I'm a do-it-yourselfer, and today we are talking about the grill on my truck. Now, I haven't really hated the chrome on my truck, but I do feel that there are nicer grills out there, and I think that I have found one, and so we're gonna go ahead and install one today. In order to get the grill off, we got a couple of bolts. And there's some clips up top here, and then it should just pop out. Wow, there is not much holding that on. That's not comforting. I set the grill down on top of the box here to keep from scratching it, because I am going to try and resell it. And I have to release a whole bunch of these clips here. All along here. There's a whole bunch of them along the bottom. And then there's a couple more that are around the top. And I believe there might even be a couple of screws in there as well. So after a little bit of wrestling with these clips, I realized that this trim piece is actually separate. And that's a portion of the clip. So instead of fighting with all of the clips at once, if you just remove this one, that should at least make it a little bit easier. Now we shouldn't be wrestling with all of them. Yep, much easier. Now it's just coming right out. So now I can show you the grill we went with. So we got color matched Toyota lettering, and we got some lights up here in the upper part of the grill. And shouldn't be too terribly difficult to install it. So the grill came with a wiring harness right here, and that will allow us to wire in the lights, I guess called Raptor lights. I want to call it like that. Some people are like, why do you want to make it look like a Raptor? Because it looks cool. It should be pretty easy. I'm just going to tap into the fuse box underneath the hood here. You could tap them into the running lights so they're on all the time, or just the headlights. I'm going to opt for the headlights. If I change my mind, it's as easily as unplugging it and plugging it into a different fuse spot. So, and this should actually be pretty easy to do. So we'll just need to use some zip ties in order to clean it up. But we might need to put a connector on the end of it for the ground. But let me get this unraveled and figure out where I'm going to run it and go from there. So to tie in the wire, we're just using one of these ADA fuses. I will put links to these in the description in case you need to be able to find them in the right size. And what I did is I slid this guy up right here. On the back side, there's this little flap or door or whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to run it and run the wire in through the bottom to keep it nice and neat and keep it sealed so that it's not just running into the side of it, because that's terrible. So we're going to run the wire. We're going to tap it right into this spot right here, which is, there's 3 fuses right here. They're all 10 amp fuses. The bottom 2 are for your headlights, which should be your left hand and your right hand side. And that's where we're going to tap it in. And then we'll just tuck the wire kind of run it down in between the rest of the fuses like that. Right here is where we wired in the ground. This ground right here is for my amp running boards, my steps, my retractable steps. And so this is the ground that we added in. There's actually two wires here. One of them is for the grill lights. The other ground is for this wiring harness, which is going to be for a transmission cooler. So be sure to keep an eye out for that video. I'll be doing that hopefully in the near future. Just been doing little by little, so. Right now we're just gonna tuck the wires down in here so they're out of the way until I can get to it. And now we're ready to put the grill back on. Now that the grill's installed, now we can just connect the wires, plug and play, and then we'll just have to see how we can tuck up the wires along the grill a little bit better. So here's the look of the grill all installed. I opted to go with Toyota lettering and get it color matched. You can go with whatever lettering you want. You could have it say Tacoma if you wanted, or whatever. You can also get it color matched to your vehicle if it's a different color. I bought the grill from Taco Vinyl. They have a website, and they are also on Etsy. But I bought it on Etsy because it was on sale, so I saved a few bucks on there. So if you like the grill but don't want any lettering in it and you just want it plain, you can actually grab this grill on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description, as well as an additional grill. There's actually another type that's got some LED lights like right in here on the side. So they're white lights, and then it also has the Raptor lights. I liked this grill a little bit better because that grill, the only reason why is because that grill had like wider LEDs up here, and I think there were 4 of them, and I just didn't really care for that. So that may sound dumb, but that's the way I see it. So yeah, if you want it, I'll also put Taco Vinyl's link in the description if you want to check them out, as well as the Amazon links. But let's turn it on and see how it looks. As you can see, they're working. And this is what they look like at night. So yeah, I think I like it. Only time will tell. I was a little concerned about the letters at first, but I bought some automotive goop and I put it on the back side just to make sure that these definitely were not going anywhere. It was cheap insurance. So I was kind of concerned, so I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, they feel pretty solid. Doesn't feel like they're going anywhere, and it looks pretty good. So that's it for my grill swap out. I like it. It looks pretty good, and be sure to keep an eye out. I am going to be installing a transmission cooler in the near future. So make sure you keep an eye out for that video. So I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.